Yeah, I'm Resh. Yeah, budget deck tournament. It's just go exclamation mark rules. So we're underway in the budget deck tournament. Let's see how Dan Carter and the Blues and Budox go. Okay, you're the Zero Dave, and you are dueling. No, your opponent now is Kuma, GG. I don't know where Nico is currently at the moment. Nico is in the tournament as long as I can somehow see his deck. I can't see him in here at the moment. Who's your opponent? Kuma, GG, it was me Smile. So you'll be able to see them in the thing there. So we've got Resonator. So Reflector from Budox getting set up here. And Assault Mode activates. How's things, Cynthia? Good to have you here. There we go. So awesome. I think we got all the matches and that started. Resh, just so that you know, too, the tournament has begun. So I'm not taking any more entries. So tomorrow we have another tournament, which is, you can play whatever you like. Just to let you know. So I will change the title. Yeah, you start, guys. You start, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, definitely, Resh, definitely try to calculate your deck, and absolutely. Right, we're just going to let everyone take in that event so far, and hopefully it goes well. Okay, Nico, pretty much I have to see your deck list before you start. So at the moment I've got you as the 9th player. So pretty much you'll be playing the winner of Silver 72 and Carter Crutch. But I have to see that deck before we start. So I had to swap things around because I didn't know where you were. So at the moment you're currently got to buy until we can get that, so I can get that list. So pretty much you've got about a 15-20 minute wait, Nico. Hopefully the matches can go quickly here for you. Looking quite good for Budox here early on. So we've got the Predapronix activating for Dan Carter and the Blues. Yeah, like it's going to be interesting to see how budget deck tournament goes today. We had some long matches last time. Not a bad wee card to play Spiritualism here, so it's going to return one spell track card back to the hand. Trying to really capitalize on the opportunity and win this first match of 3 for our Bulldogs. Good old Red Dragon Archfiend out now at 3,000 attack. So Dan Carter in the Blues is going to try and activate Bottomless Trap Hole, but I'm afraid that's going to get negated by the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So very convincing performance from Bulldogs in match number 1 of the tournament that we've seen. So hopefully Dan Carter can bounce back in the next match. So I've got Kuma versus Smile at the moment. So Kuma running sub-tiers. Okay, sub-tiers could be a bit of a handful in the tournament. Smile at defending champions playing Tenny today. And not a bad wee combo deck. Rox Rose Dragon, Fiendus activating in response. And we've got the Paleozoic Canadia knocking the Rox Rose Dragon into defense mode. Face down. Hang on. I'm just trying to work out a way where I can see that deck, Nico. What you can do, Nico, is if you can count how many points is the main and how many points the extra deck is, and then just post it in here. We'll post your deck in the chat. We'll whisper me it. That could be a way of me just knowing roughly what you got. And just put what rarities beside each card so I can calculate it up. Yeah, like for this tournament, Nico, I've got to be very strict because it is sort of got to be played within the rule set. Like without seeing a deck list, it makes it very hard to know. Yeah. So yeah, just private whisper me the deck, and I'll have a wee look at it then. So we've got Yang Zing's being played here. Yazi's on the field as well. But yeah, just absolutely after the card, make sure you put what rarity it is, or else I won't be able to calculate it up. So like I said, if I see a list and there's not, I won't be able to tell. It's not a bad start for Smile. Like, Kuma's playing a pretty good deck as well, so these still got really interesting budget decks going. But yeah, like I said, for anyone new to the stream, guys, thank you so much for showing some interest today in Budget Deck Tournament. We have another tournament once again tomorrow. The Matarian Cup is the 14th version of it. So with the Matarian Cup, there's no restriction, so you can play whatever you like and swap out your deck at any time in the matches. Usually we get around 16 to 32 players, and winner does get a gifted sub to the channel, etc. It's a really fun event. Love to see some new names in that, of course, as well. And yeah, like that's what we've got planned tomorrow. But yeah, at the moment, this Budget Deck tournament should be pretty entertaining. People have come up with some pretty good ideas for this one. Right, from the decks that you're seeing so far, guys, what is your favourite one? For those that are just sort of chilling and watching the tournament at the moment. So, Yang Zheng Tenny and Kuma playing a pretty nice wee build themselves with Sub-Tier. We've had Resonators. I didn't really have a wee glimpse of what Dan Carter was playing, but hopefully it is a reasonably good deck. Paleozoic Pakaya onto the field. Obviously with the Jagri going off for the additional 1 card into the hand. Crusadia Arborea now. It's sort of special summoning where the link is pointing to. By Crusadia, it's such an interesting archetype to play with all their monsters being able to just sort of special summon into those zones. Quite like the cards when they do that. Very clean, the deck from Smile. Very well put together. Very good synergy for the deck, considering its budget. Obviously, the extra decks are a bit thinner than usual for people trying to cram in some URs in there. You're really looking forward to the other matches in the event too. It should be quite a good field of cards there. Good range of decks that people are playing. Of course, I have seen them all. I don't want to spoil it too much for people either for what they are playing. $58 points, extra deck 11 cards, 20 points. Yeah, that's okay, Nico. I'll trust that. That's fine. You will be playing the winner of Silver 72 and Crutch, so you still got a wee bit of a wait. Berserker the Tenny. Consists of mostly in and R cards. Okay, that's good to know. Like, just have that budget deck in mind. I'll have to give you my PSN so I can approve a deck a bit earlier, maybe in the week if you are going to enter. That is a very good result for GG with me Smile. Is Valeron and the Zero Dave. So let's see how this match goes here. So we have Crusaders from Valeron starting off not too strongly, but... Oh, we have got the Mech Knight Orange Sunset. Yo, not a bad wee combo, Crusader Mech Knight. Yeah, this is best 2 out of 3, Absent Kuma, so you're still in the tournament. Best 2 out of 3, yeah, so in your time. Yeah, this is... I don't know who's going to win this tournament, actually. Yeah, most of it would be a lore sort of deck, Cynthia, with the some of the Mech Knights available from that story mode. Road Legacies are secret activated now. Pretty handy sort of cards. But yeah, it's great. It's great to see the great variety that these budget deck tournaments bring, and it really just tests your guys' ability to see what sort of other cards are out there, what you can build with them. Like, these tournaments do get better week by week. I've had a different deck win this budget tournament. So we've had one deck that was Trizu that was pretty dominant, but apart from that, like, it's anyone's there for the taking if they have a good run. So the winner tonight, guys, will be a new champion, effectively, if GG It Was Miss Smile doesn't defend their title for our budget deck. So I'm actually really excited, and I hope viewers are as well, sort of taking in all the matches, and yeah, like, that's what these sort of tournaments sort of bring out, the skill in people. I think it's a pretty good combo of stuff, Crusadia Mech Knights. And I hope also it gives people ideas for what they can sort of play in the event. Crusadia Arborea. Dragon Maid downtime. So this is budget Dragon Maids. Dave had to really work hard in trimming down this deck to get it ready for tournament. So we've got a Torrential activating. Return back there. Got the Dragon Maid Ernest. A bit of a blow for Valeron. And we've got the Mech Knight Avram. Not a bad normal monster. Guys, the next Tuesday tournament too, by the way, is a Legacy Pack only tournament. And the cards from the solo mode are banned completely. So you can't play like Shiranuis and stuff like that. It's got to be actual cards from the actual Legacy Pack that you open. Effectively. But yeah, like I said, that tournament has been announced here and now. I've had a wee think about it. It's our second version of this event, just with a bit of a tweak. Can you filter for that? With the Legacy Pack, Nico, you can probably... yeah, you can probably tell, like, if, say for example, you try to dismantle a card, if you've got, like, say, a couple of the cards and you can't dismantle, then it's a Legacy Pack card. So we've got Dragon Maid Ernest on the field, 2600, 1600, there. Legacy Pack only tournament should be quite a fun one, because there's quite a bit of variance in what people have at this stage. I don't know if people have been opening up the Legacy Pack cards like I have been. Anyhow, the battle goes on between Crusadia Mech Knights and Dragon Maids. There's no real definitive play yet at the moment, so we've got the Dragon Maid there. GG's, guys. Let me know how that series of matches is going. Just so you know, Silver Chaotic Crutch, you're playing Nico in the top 8 match after that. So yeah, just to let you know, hopefully Nico is all ready to go. Yes, exclusive to the Legacy Packs, but I'm making a rule now that anything in the solo mode is banned. So we don't see World Chalice or Suranui's in that event. So that they are banned. So Nico, just wait till confirmation that Silver and Chaotic have finished their 2 out of 3 duels. I'm guessing Silver won their 2-0. So building up quite nicely here. We've got the Dragon Maid set up here. Need some setup. But Silver and Chaotic, did you guys play best 2 out of 3? Would you just play a one-off duel? I just need to get confirmation on that, because Chaotic Crutch could still be in the tournament if there's only been 1 duel played. Okay, Silver, so just to let you know, you're 1-0 up against Chaotic. Chaotic gets to go first or second in that next duel. Yes, it's best 2 out of 3. Yes, like all my tournaments, guys, just to make it very clear, it's best 2 out of 3 before advancing to the next round. So yeah, like pretty much Chaotic's not out of the tournament. So Nico, you just gotta wait a little bit longer for your battle. So the loser, guys, gets to go first or second. So whoever lost that match goes first or second. That's how it works in my tournament. Dragon Maid's looking quite good here from the Zero Dave. I do like this Crusadia Mech Knight deck if it does get the right cards in play. Could be a worthy match for our Dragon Maids in this first round. Sorry guys if we have the old frame drop as well tonight. It's just the internet is not currently the best tonight. So what's the score in the GG? It was me Smile and Abs and Kuma duel, by the way. If it's 2-0, it's effectively the round over, because whoever wins 2 matches advances. So that's why we have 3 match setups. Got the Mech Knight Indigo Eclipse now on the field. Now Indigo Eclipse is an interesting card. Is going to try and target a card here. Heavenly Seal of the Heavenly Spirits is targeted, so Zero Dave has an effect option here. Got Dragon Maid tidying, so that's going to be quite a nuisance for Valeron. And by the way, people in the stream, if you want to bring up any interesting topics to talk about while this tournament's going on, feel free to do so. There is plenty of things to talk about, Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. Did people get to see the, for example, YCS, Charlotte? And if people took part in the event, let me know. Like, it would have been good if you met some of your favourite Yu-Gi tubers or something like that. They are quite amazing to watch, those videos. Very entertaining. But yeah, focusing specifically on this tournament, like the Crusadia Mech Knight deck is putting up a reasonable fight, but Dragon Maids are looking quite solid. Probably the slight favourite to probably take this first match. Like, I think the TCG, in all honesty, is very due for a ban list. Like, they must be ready to clean house with a few of the cards and let some other things sort of prosper. And of course, Ghosts from the Past 2 is coming out, guys. What's your favourite Ghost rare from that set? Probably Dark Magician Girl would be a great collector's item there. That'll probably be worth a bit if someone was managed to pull that. Yeah, the TCG's not in a very good space at the moment, just due to the fact of how many really powerful cards are in the game at the moment. For previously, the other ban list was pretty feeble. I think they need to do a wee bit more. But yeah, guys, if you've got any feedback about any of my tournaments, just let me know as well. We want to deliver a better overall experience for these events as well. Yo, did Dan win 2-1, did he? Or is it 1-1 going into the final match? That'd be pretty impressive. Dan had a pretty good deck when I saw it in submission. But yeah, definitely over the next couple of months, guys, I'd love to see 16 people play in these events during the week and get the Materian Cup up to 32 entries. But yeah, we've got to keep growing our community. If you know anyone that loves their tournaments and loves taking part in this, would be quite good. Yeah, this is still round 1, GG. Yep. Still round 1. Have we had any rounds conclude yet? Have we had anyone win 2-0 or 2-1 yet? So, like, as soon as we get those results in, I can sort of get the next round in. This is a very tight match at the moment. Like, the Mech Knights are putting up a fight. Okay, GG, you are through the next round. Okay, that's all good. So you may have a wee bit of a wait, GG, now. Like, we've got a bit of a weird draw with 9 people in it. So, the winner of Silver 72 and Celtic Crutch play Nico. Then the winner of that duel plays you in the semi-final on that side of the draw. But yeah, so you can pretty much just sit up and watch all the other duels, study what people are playing. This Mech Knight deck's starting to get a wee bit of firepower on the board. Not bad. How's things? Yeah, good to see you again, Paul. Yeah, the tournament is once per week, by the way, so that's how it all works. That sort of makes for interesting decks and whatnot. I do appreciate you bringing up the rules. But Budox and Dan Carter and the Blues, who won that overall series of matches? I've just got to get the draw reasonably up to date so I can get the next round. Zero the Third and Dave, I'm guessing, are still playing out their matches, and of course Silver 72 and Carter Crutch. And that next one there. So this is looking like the Zero Dave's going to go 1-0 up in this round. Matches. So Dragon Maid downtime is going to activate its effects. Okay, Dan Carter getting a wee bit of a good win there. Budox is a good player, too. Hopefully we see in tomorrow's tournament too, Budox, by the way. So in the semi-finals, Dan, could go all the way with that deck. I did call it. It's going to be 1-1 after this. Okay, so that's all good. It's going to a match 3. Like I said, I'm pretty interested to see what people play tomorrow, actually, in the Matarian Cup. Like, another week down, effectively, could mean we could see the debut of Despia finally in the tournament. If anyone's got that, by the way. Valeron hanging on desperately with 100 points. GG, this is for the tournament tomorrow. I'm just thinking Despia will make its debut maybe tomorrow. Far too high for budget deck tournament. Definitely. You're definitely not going to see it. Yeah, Gersu was a bit of a amazing little top deck there. Like this series of matches could go either way. Like I think this is a really exciting matchup between obviously Dragon Maids and Mech Knight Crusadia. Dragon Maid Ernest, definitely making sure about the Zero Dave. So this match has been going 21 minutes. It's been a pretty long sort of duel. Dragon Maid Hospitality. We've got Royal Legacy Whispers in that down. And we've also got Royal Legacy Secret down as well. But yeah, look at that beautiful board of Dragon Maids there. Of course, we've got a Dragon Maid Shoe emote as well. Like, it's a very good favourite of mine. I want to get more animated modes. I just got to somehow just keep growing the stream and somehow unlock another 20 more. I'm tempted to get another Dragon Maid one, but we'll see how things are going. I am thinking too that I'm going to get a lot of Dragon Ball Z Digimon based Steam ones as well, because that's sort of a big part of the stream when we do play those games. So we've got the Mech Knight of the Morning Star there now. So going to the battle phase there, and the Zero Dave is picking up a win here. So we've got the Dragon Maid Tinhek activating its effect, getting that up to something decent. So that toxic kid's pretty much auto banned there. That's the good thing about that Wise bot now. Sort of recognizes those messages and gets done for botting. So this match continues on. It can't be destroyed by battle and it cannot take any battle damage. I'm very curious how this Dragon Maid board will be broken up here. Can we get updates around the boards, guys, at the moment? Currently, I'm just looking for results between Silver 72 and Celtic Crutch. So, yeah, we want just a confirmation how that is going. If we can have how far we're in the duel and stuff like that would be good, would be nice. Because we do have Nico waiting for that to end. Yo, morning, Dark Ghost. Yeah, he's got the advantage there. He could be going for deck out. It could be a very long first duel. Put us a wee bit behind here. They've managed to get over it, so now it's just an open board. Valeron. So there is the Dragon Maid Shoe activating its effects. Oh, I have to, just speaking of Mech Knights too, I have to get some of the Mech Knights unlocked, obviously, just because I do have Crusadia. They do have really good synergy with that. And we've got the Mech Knight Yellow Star making its way on now. Just making life a wee bit difficult here for the Zero Dave, just to get those final 100 points. So, you guys must have had an epic match. So it's 1-1 in that one too. Okay. So this tournament's pretty open, I reckon. Like, I think if someone had a good couple of rounds, they could take this tournament out. Of course, our defending champion is still winning, guys. Will there be someone newly crowned and win their inaugural title out of all our tournaments that we host? Today. I am going to get, I think, because I've got all the videos on YouTube, all the honours brought up in the Discord. So then people know who have won the titles and stuff like that. Just wish I would have caught the first match 0. Hopefully it was sort of a interesting match there. We've got the play there. Is the attack going to go through? I think it should go through. Dragon Maid Shoe's going to negate the Royal Legacy's secret. Dragon Maid Standoff. And there we go. A 28-minute match has come to an end. And we've got a... So we'll just give people an indication what these two are playing. Like, this must have been a very long duel itself. So we've got Mech Lords on one side for Simpleton. Mech Lord Assembly. Mech Lords are a bit of an interesting one. Like, they'll have to face some really favourable decks in the tournament to probably go all the way. So I'm going up against Shadows. Yeah, we'll see you back shortly, Dark Ghost. Just hopefully enjoying some of the tournament duels and that going on at the moment. So pretty much, guys, you'll have to reset your duel if that's the case. So as mentioned, the loser gets to go first or second. So just if the match has started, just replay there. So we've got El Shaddai. Okay. So we've got a wee bit of a Despair engine here. So the Despairs do have some low-level stuff that they can play. So we've got the Orbler, the Jester of Despair. Yeah, so it'll be a redo, guys. It's all good. Yeah, funny enough, we have not got the next round all sorted yet. We're just waiting for the winner of Zero the Third versus Dave here, and we'll be playing Dan Carter and the Blues in semi-final number 1. And we're just waiting for the other side of the draw to sort of resolve itself so we can get everything all set up. Yeah, welcome back, Dark Ghost. You haven't missed too much. We're just in watching a replay of one of the other matches that have played out in the recent times. Wow, that built up pretty quickly. That was a very nice finish with the Mech Lord card there. Rightio, we have got the semi-final between the Zero Dave and Dan Carter and the Blues. So Dan Carter, I believe in his first semi-finals, and Dave here in his first ever tournament making the semi-finals as well. Let's see what plays out here. Just to let people know too, the Dragon Maids have never won any of my tournaments, so they've sort of not been played too much in the event. Yeah, who do you think's going to take it out, guys? Dan Carter or Dave Hero? We're seeing a lot of Dave Hero at the moment. Yo, Sumo, how's things, man? Good to see your Blue Eyes deck is done. You ever build a turbo out Blue Eyes Shining Dragon? If you had a dragon showdown with Laura Benz, Sumo, I'm pretty sure she'd appreciate your Blue Eyes build. But great to have you here, Sumo. We've just got our tournament on at the moment, so hopefully you do enjoy the matchups that are being played at the moment. So we've got Ash Blossom. That's anyway, right for a patchwork. When is the tournament tomorrow, Paul? I'll post it when it goes live on the Discord tomorrow. So usually it'll be in the event tab. But yeah, we'll try and get as many people involved as possible. Usually it's our flagship event, so that what that means is it gets the most entries. We usually look around about 20 to 24 entries usually for the tournament. It's hoping we can stretch out a little bit further tomorrow. But yeah, it also depends what time zone you're in too. Like, I don't want to sort of stream it too late. Either. So yeah, like, hopefully it's around. It'll be probably around about 4:30 New Zealand time tomorrow. I dare say it. You'll book your spot for tomorrow, Asimo. So you just note, Samo, it may be very early your time. So, like I said, hopefully you get here on time, and we'll get you in. Ultimate Toronto can beat Metal Foes and Megalith. I'm guessing UT is Ultimate Toronto. Are you going to play tomorrow, Kumo, or are you sort of going to just chill and watch tomorrow? Dragon Maid, welcome. But yeah, this is I don't know who's the favourite to win this tournament. Like, all the decks are reasonably good at this point. Dragon Maids look quite good here. Just to let you know, somewhere we don't have the Searcher at the moment in the stream. I think they stopped it. I really loved that feature that we had for when it was we had the Duel Links here in stream, but yeah, for some reason they stopped it. You got Shining Dragon out turn 1 against Lori today, and she keep trying to target it. Dragon Maid seem unbeatable. They could be beatable. Like, they do have some weaknesses. It's looking very ominous here at the moment. Dragon Maid changeover. Yeah, like, effectively, with True Draco, they're GG. They shouldn't have had it in the Synchro event. Like, they should have really just blocked every deck that didn't really require an extra deck. Oh, you saw the bot was fixed on Laura's channel, so you thought it would work here? Oh, if it's fixed, I'll re-add it. I'll get it added tomorrow, so people can have a wee look. We had Laura in the stream a couple of days ago. Yeah, double shoe on the field. Yeah, so, GG, just to let, well, everyone know too, Zero Dave has 5 cards in his extra deck, and they're all URs. So, pretty much, he's got a few shoes in there, he's got a few other little options there too that he can go to. He plays a 20 card, he plays a 20-point extra deck. 5 cards, 5 ultra rares, yeah. But yeah, I'm like after 7 or 8 budget deck tournaments that we've hosted now, I'm hoping people are enjoying the Friday event for budget deck. Like, if you got any feedback or anything for it, guys, feel free to pass it on as well. But like I said, I want... The reason why I have this sort of tournament is so people play some different things. Like, too often I see in other tournaments, like, people playing, like, the same sort of, like, meta decks and stuff like that. It's pretty hard to do. Yeah, Duel Link style extra deck Simo, like, pretty much for these tournaments. And we got the Surrender from Dan Carter and appearance in the tournament for the first time for budget deck. Nico's playing here. You have a good one, Kumar, and hopefully we see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by as always. That. We've actually seen a wee bit of a Disappear and budget deck tournament, just a wee bit of an engine going for it. Yeah, I like it, Dave Hero. I like how you're being quite innovative with that deck in the tournament. It's a wee bit worried that your budget wouldn't have got under it. We got Shadol, Squatter Martha destroying the Karma 2. Bounce back. So your Sendue Sword Thing most likely in play there. You got 5-headed dragon out with Ultra Poly, so it was immune. Disappear stuff here. Like, Silver really getting stuck in here. Silver with this Disappear deck could go really well as well. So the Bottomless Trap Hole will activate from Get Rich On. But yeah, we're huge fans of Dragon Maid Shu, Dave. We've actually got a Dragon Maid Shu emote, so I really appreciate you playing them in the tournament. So yeah, just restart the duel, guys, if you've accidentally selected the wrong option. Just whoever surrenders and get it all teed up. So Yosenju probably have the upper hand in this battle. Just in saying that. We do have the Dyspian comedy activated now. I guess defense mode, so Karma 3 is going to get Karma 1 out. Yo, some very cool emotes there. We've got Lost Paws, and we have Savion, who I followed yesterday. Control X Productions. Yo, long time no see. Give Control X Productions a huge shout out, guys. I love Control X Productions art stuff there, so definitely check out their stream. Very awesome to have here. Hopefully the streams have been going well, Control X Productions. By the way, my streams have been going reasonably well. We've got a lot of new people in my tournaments and stuff. It's been quite good fun so far. I'm the nicest man I've ever met. I'm sure there's nicer people than me, Control X Productions, but I appreciate the kind words. Like I said, I always try to be well-mannered in the stream, like try to keep everyone involved, and one copy of Super Poly might be a good idea as a target for Verita. Yeah, not too bad of an idea there, Simo. Well, Schism's going to activate there, and be bounced back. What on earth is that emote from Simo? Shining Butterfly 4. Love Shining's streams there, Simo. I do follow Shining. Silver interesting going second in this. Time Frame Gear Accelerator. Branded Bond. You face downs. And the Sword Sing to bounce back a couple cards. Have you been streaming much of like Drugs Productions? I think I've streamed every day the last 40 odd days. It's just incredible, my streak at the moment. I've just been in really good moods to stream my Drug. Yo, Joey going off. Narcissistic Frog, I probably got that wrong, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the community. Hopefully you're enjoying the tournament so far. Love the name. I'll call you Frog for short. I appreciate the follow. I want to get most names right. I'll probably get it all wrong. That's pretty convincing performance from the Yo-Yo. Here we go, guys. Semi-final number 2. Smile versus Silver. Yeah, I run Yosenju Kaiju in the in our event there at Nico. It's not a bad wee deck. Tenai Spirit Asuna making its way on the field. Special summoning, easy special summon, decent 1600, 2600 mon. Pretty cool effect. And we've got the Red Rose Dragon. Love the print of Red Rose Dragon, so cute. And also I want to really get a like a Black Rose Dragon like emote at some point. I really like the card and the series of cards as well that as its support. The Baron de Fleur. Yeah, like I said, this could go either way. Silver's been playing some good Yu-Gi-Oh in this tournament. And it's not going to be easy for GG to sort of combat this. Can I get my points back so I can redeem something else next time I come back? Just let me know if you are going away, Dark Ghost. I'll give you those points back. Yeah, I can refund those. Yeah, like as mentioned, just keep an eye out when you're next in. If I'm not dueling, you know I'm in a tournament sort of setting, and I probably would advise against that. Yo, inside us, we are definitely sort of gaming. We're sort of viewing at the moment. Just watching a semi-final of our tournament play out. So we've got the Sinister Shadow game. Send one Shadow card from the deck to the graveyard, then change any number of face-down defensive position Shadow monsters to face up. Okay, I'll give you the refund of that points. Yeah, just bear with me. I'll just get them up now. I'll just where are we? So you should have got them all there, guys. Let's complete all the requests there. I had 142 requests from Master Duel replays. We had a lot that I built up. Yeah, definitely we'll see you next time, Dark Ghost. Also in the second duel, you should have targeted your field spell. Yeah, like it like in hindsight, you could have targeted this, this, and this. Just the key is sort of to learn from that. So got the Monk of the Tenai at 1,000. Spin to the Tenai Spirit, Chitana. Yazi, Evil the Yang Zing from Smile. Like I said, you'll learn a lot from these events, Nico. Sort of, like, people that enter these tournaments are good Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Like, they pretty much, if you make a slight mistake, even if I make a slight mistake, I just get absolutely punished the next turn. That's all people need in Yu-Gi-Oh! These days, is a little bit of a misplay here and there, and then they can sort of take full advantage. Monk of the Tenai. Another one. That Baron de Fleur is a really good card to have in the field at the moment. We've got Vasuda. So GG looking quite good. Building that momentum. Returning that card back to the hand. There's going to be some serious damage this turn as well. But yeah, if you do enter the Budget Deck tournament next week, Nico, I definitely need to somehow see a screenshot of your deck. But yeah, just by for the looks of what you're playing, though, you're well within your budget there. But yeah, good chance to bolster the deck and everything like that, and definitely see how things go from there. Do have the Bygran, the Glory Dragon here. Oh, nice, RJ. Awesome. Like I said, this event is every Friday. Just to let you know, this tournament has started. It started a good fair while ago, 2 hours ago now. Yeah, like I said, definitely join that Discord, my friend, and just private message me that list. And like I said, you'll know when that event starts next Friday, or you'll just click the event tab, and it'll let you know when it is. Awesome, Jar. Yeah, like I said, it's great to have you here. Like I said, thank you so much for showing so much interest in it. Like I said, it's probably my favourite tournament out of the lot. I just really want to get at least 16 people playing with different decks and that going, because I think it'll be quite exciting to see what people come up with. But yeah, still a lot of action left in this stream, guys. After this tournament, we will be straight to the ranked. If anyone wants to have a duel against me as well, I could test out my Crusadia or my Marine Sys. Yeah, still got a wee bit to do on that. Love to get to Plat Tier 1. but I don't know if we will this month. But like it's just a case of getting on a good run, I suppose, and sort of see if we can do it with the prank kids. So we've got the Red Rose Dragon, Tenai Spirit, Vishuda, and Berserker of the Tenny. Very much looking like a game one to smile here, but a lot about this match so far indicates to me that this could be a very interesting series. So we're down to his last 500. But yeah, inside us, if you're still here, hopefully you're having a good start to your week. Hopefully you got something planned for the weekend and stuff like that. But yeah, to everyone here, who all celebrates the long weekend here in our stream, by the way. Yeah, it's a long weekend, Dan Carter. 21st of public holiday. Where can I find the sub-channel for this tournament? How do I submit decks? Just private message me your deck, Jar. I usually put an event tab up that I create, and then people can check what time and that it is. So Silver's going to go second in this match. So GG, it was me Smile taking out the first one. Just Wing Dragon a Ra out of the box. That'd be good for legendary duelist. Can someone help me to build a deck in Duel Links? What sort of deck are you looking at building the Nighthawk? But yeah, the hard thing is I used to play Duel Links quite a bit, and I don't know if I'll levitate back there at this stage. I think Duel Links filled a pretty good part of my streaming career anyway. Like, I just had to play something that sort of helped me out big time, and it did. Step 1, uninstall app. Dragon Maid, welcome. That is so brutal. Step 1, uninstall app. Step 2, repeat step 1 until step 1's complete. But you want strong and love dragons? Yeah, probably Blue Eyes White Dragons would probably be your choice of deck in that game if you're running dragons. Tends to be quite a decent wee engine. Just a raise of hands, guys. We'll just go yes in the stream. Would you guys like to see some speedrunning come back for the stream? I don't want to stream and then find out we've only got like 5-6 people watching. I'd rather have like 10 to 15. I might bring the World Championship game back on stream, but the only thing is it's reset heavy, and I don't think my sort of stream suits it at the moment. Been working on it for years. Duel Links once upon a time wasn't a bad game. I just think they've made a few mistakes in that game. Like the way how long it takes to get gems and that in that game is absolutely insane. Like, it's just so hard to create anything in that game. So same in this game to a point, but at least I can sort of probably make a deck a month in this game. Till I get to the point where I have a lot of sort of staples. Would you guys like to see something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force for Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship played on stream? I just want to sort of gauge the interest. I still want to keep Master as the main. But yeah, if you're building dragons there, Nighthawk, definitely go with something there. They fixed the random crashing problem that you had on Duel Links and made it near impossible to farm gems. That's what concerns me in this game too. It's getting a wee bit impossible to farm gems. I think they've really sort of slowed down the amount people can get. Because I think what happened was when those bots were going around with DD Dynamite, people could leave them on all day and probably just accumulate so many gems. Like those accounts will be probably either sort of not on the game anymore, were banned, well they're in the game still, and people have got access to basically most cards in the game. Dryton engine needs to be banned. I don't think the Dryton engine needs to be banned. It just needs to be sensible hits with like Eva and just ways of stopping Herald of Ultimateness from being set up, Herald of Perfection. Yeah, like the daily tasks, not too bad. I'm meaning like when you're sort of dueling in ranked, effectively. Yeah, I think the Dryton aspect is fine, Samo. It's just, you're just going to make the deck a little bit inconsistent in some way. And I think that's the best possible hit. You can bet when a ban list hits, noting that people have... Nothing people that have now will be worth anything. Oh, definitely. That's how they make their money. I think people just create accounts to go around that anyway. Well, what they might do is if they see people making multiple accounts, because I know Royal Hendo has made 43 different accounts on this game for his decks. Like they'll just dry up the pool of gems that you get for starting out in this game. Yo, AJ, welcome into the stream. How are you today? But Nighthawk, message me in Discord if you want to work on that deck. I'd be keen to help you on Duel Links. So do still watch a lot of Duel Links. I've got my good friend Duel Links Alpha still streaming it, and Icy Gamers, I still go and try to watch them, and they should have tied accounts to the actual issued tournament Konami ID. But yeah, I'll have a wee look, Nighthawk. You just send me a few pictures and we'll have you there. Am I behaving? I'm always behaving, AJL. How you reckon I haven't been behaving in any way? You have your Konami ID card still? Is that from the tournaments you entered, J-Dragon? Funny enough, I could go to the YCS Dunedin tomorrow. I'm very tempted, but at the same time, I don't really want to travel too much at the moment. That's what they all say. Alright, you're heading out to work. Have a good rest of the stream. We'll do it, night. Like I said, never be a stranger. It's always good to see you. I think with the event tomorrow, though, that's about a 2-hour drive from where I am. Effectively, there is a indoor capacity limit, and I don't really want to go and take someone's spot because they have all done all the registrations and that and that. Treasure Panda. I always am. I'm always so bemused by being known as that. I do appreciate being called Treasure Panda though. One account per Konami ID, hard to make olds. I still think people would make them regardless of what they try to put in place. Like I've got one account, sort of one account on my phone that I play at work every now and then. My other account's only got Captain, Crooked Cook at Zodia, but that's all I've got. No, you're a good AJ. You can call me Treasure Panda if you want. Like, I don't know why you call me Treasure Panda, but you, like I said, it's freedom of speech. I'm not going to stop you from calling me that. But yeah, we haven't talked enough about these duels too, by the way. Like, the Zero Dave is looking in a slightly better position at the moment. This has got his Dragon Maid sort of spells and traps set up. The Treasure Panda looks Australian. Your voice sounds the same. I don't live in Australia, so my voice doesn't sound the same as an Australian. I do love my Australian friends. I do have a few good friends from Australia, like Straw Hat Mano springs to mind, and Dueling Alpha, and a few other cool streamers that don't necessarily stream Yu-Gi-Oh. Have a few viewers from Australia too that do watch the stream. But I am a New Zealander, AJ. I live in New Zealand. I really wanted to plan someday, like I could come to the States for Europe and like try to host a tournament, like hire out a small venue and meet like have a meet and greet with something with other sort of people that I knew. Wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. I do plan to like travel the world once sort of things sort of settle down a wee bit again. Like, probably my first protocol would probably be to the States, and then probably to the UK. Probably after that, we may do both trips, and I may save up a bit of coin go in the next couple of years. Another thing, Master Duel, I think, has got a wee bit wrong too, guys. I think the Duelist Pass should be monthly. I just can't see how it's every 3 months. Like I said, I'd love to plan a trip to the United States, sort of go around, like, visiting all sorts of places, because it's a big country. Like, the place where I live is very small. Like, I've been basically to most parts of New Zealand. Don't get me wrong, I love my own country, but I love to sort of visit other parts as well. But Dragon Maid changeover. A 20 card hand with Max C. Someone taking on the Max C challenge, the SMO. I've seen some decks clean out, like decks with someone playing initially Max C. Dragon Maid Shoe making its way on the field. You're just going to end up traveling to New Zealand. Some good places in New Zealand to visit. The Zero Dave in control at the moment with 2 Dragon Maid shoes. Looking likely to maybe take game 1. Tell you what, this has been a pretty long tournament for 8 players. It's gone three eras. We've had some long ones today in the budget deck tournament. Good old Book Moon working its magic here. It's going to get negated though. It's going to go into kitchen. What's everyone's favourite tournament out of the ones that I have hosted so far? So I can just get a fair gauge of what people sort of like in terms of events. Like, the Highlander's not too bad to watch either. The budget one's not too bad because you're always seeing something different. Like, the Materian Cup's sort of just the event that you've got to have as a sort of a staple one. Yeah, I quite like Highlander as well. Like, the Materian Cup's probably the third one on my list in terms of favourites. But I still enjoy it now nonetheless because everyone sort of puts in a good effort to turn up and sort of take part in it. Can't wait to get stuck back into the ladder actually, just to get a few decent hours of the under my belt for the game. How many hours of work do you have left, JJ? You must be nearly wrapped up for the day. Hopefully I've got you through most of your trip so far. You're still playing your Amazon stuff, AJ? You'll be looking forward to the new Amazon support. When that eventually drops into the game. 1.5 hours left. I may be still streaming around that time, conveniently. Like, as mentioned, I've been usually working Saturdays late where it's sort of been long weekends for me. So, I've been able to get some long streams off, so it's been quite good. I am going to change the title of the stream too, guys, just to ranked and replays at the moment. Because we have had a few people come in just curious about the tournament rules and stuff like that. Seen Purist I'll Predapan, yes, in your Meat Lords tonight, so probably this one. Like, Highlander Dan Carter as well gets a lot of sort of variants as well. Materian Cup, there's a wee bit of a trend, like, Dinos have won the tournament quite a bit, they're pretty strong. We've seen a wee bit of Tribe game, we've seen a bit more of the meta in the event tomorrow, but yeah, overall it's sort of, I can see why the budget deck tournament's sort of the best event. Baxia, Brightness of the Yang thing. 2 bounce backs. Small maybe fighting his way back into this. We don't talk too much about Smile at the moment, but they're fighting back. Oh, definitely. Like, and at the end of the day, for this tournament, I have to run one anyway. Like, it's just part and parcel. There we go. Yosenju Psy-Frame. I do like the addition of the Psy-Frame into that. I didn't really even think about that for Yosenjus. I probably have played them with Psy-Frame before, in saying that. There is the big fella. 3500s. Dragon Mage Shu attacking the Baxia. Mile down to 2100. Been a pretty tough match one. It's gone 18 minutes so far. Got plenty of time to fine tune it for next week. Like, you might find a few other cards that may fit into it. Got a pile of Dragon Maid now. Who you think's taking out match number 1, guys? It does look like the Zero Day is in control. I just wonder what Small needs to sort of get around this Dragon Maid issue now. Dragon Maid tidying, now activating, sort of banishing its way out of that graveyard. But yeah, for anyone in the new to the stream, guys, warm welcome to you guys. I do appreciate everyone lurking in the background there. Just once again, my name's Materin. I love streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Master has been my main sort of game. It's been my only game the last 3 months on stream. We're just trying to get a little bit ahead each day as a free-to-play player, and hopefully over the next wee while, instead of playing a lot of ranked, we will be playing dual rooms and stuff like that. But GG's to the Zero Day. We have a lot of other things running, but like I said, if we can get 3 or 4 teams for that, would be quite good. And just little other things that I'm working on too, guys. I'm working on a huge video project where I do other not dueling streamers, other Master Duel streamers in a 1v1 battle. If you guys want me to take on a particular streamer in a duel, just let me know, and I will put their name on the list. So whoever you like watching, if you want me to give them a battle with one of my decks, would be cool. I want to work on that video starting next month. If you don't pick a team, one will be assigned to you. We'll get team registrations for it if we do have one. But it's never really taken off in the stream, so it may be just a thing we shall. Got Ding Long for us the Yang Zing. But yeah, love to hear some streamer names in the stream that you guys would like to see me face. Just had to get my Crusader Marine decks a wee bit more fine-tuned, but I think we'll be able to do that. We set up a small with the Ding Long and the Monk of the Tenai. You want to see me versus Dad's first time? He's one of my favorite streamers at the moment, J Dragon. He's actually got a really epic tournament tomorrow. He's got a sort of a Duelist Kingdom event going on tomorrow. He's made 8 different Duelist Kingdom decks, and then they draft 10 cards and based on the list that he provides them. And it should be for epic gameplay. It would be quite interesting to see what he's put in certain builds. But he's someone to definitely look out for in the next couple of years, J Dragon. I think he'll be a very successful streamer. Like I said, I love Bean in his streams, and I love his little interactions that he has with his animations and that. Like, my favorite one of his is when Stone Cold comes in and stuns him. He's normally on around the time you work. What's the theme for tournament tomorrow, Kuma? So Kuma, that's my main tournament tomorrow, the Matarian Cup. So the theme of it's just play whatever you like and then swap out at any time. So awesome, that emote. Dad's one's popcorn. But no, definitely someone to shout out to. I'll give him a shout out. He's been in the stream a few times himself. Have to get him in here a wee bit more, actually. But yeah, like I said, if I can arrange a duel against him, I will definitely do that. I'll have to strike him when he's dueling viewers and that. Yeah, and that's the ideal thing. So you can sort of watch them while you're working that. I bet you get through your days quite comfortably, J Dragon, just driving around listening to like audio from like Twitch streams and that. Like, you still watch Juz cook? But I still watch Juz, still. Sort of lurk in the background while he's playing his either his Super Mario or whatever else he's playing. Okay, so made the deck waiting for the next Friday to smash it. I very much look forward to seeing you taking part, Arjar. I think I'll just have a wee look at the deck. Have you submitted it, or you're sort of just holding your cards close to your chest for next week? Have submitted it to me. Oh, you have submitted it. Oh, you've helloed me there. Okay, let's have a wee look. I haven't watched Juz in a long time. He's still smashing it. He's still doing well, but sub for the emotes. His emotes are top tier, very top tier. Going back to this, still Smile starting off relatively decently. Like, it's turn 4. Not much life point damage has been inflicted. You'll send it to me now, Joe? Okay, yeah, I can definitely look over it while the still's playing out. Of course, someone will get a gifted sub tonight in the stream too, guys. Always, it's either the winner gets one or the winner nominates someone in the chat for that sub. So definitely hang around, and then we'll go from there. Okay, your main deck's spot on. And your extra deck's spot on too, Jar. That would be a pretty good deck, actually, in that event. I don't know how people will go against that, but what is that? What is that emote? Is that meant to be a sort of a cat dog? I think it's meant to be. Who remembers our cat dog on TV years ago? Pretty hard case sort of program. I was always trying to work out how the dog or cat, when they went to the toilet, how they did their business there. I'm still puzzled how that would happen. One fine day with a wolf and a purr. Yo, that song's coming back to me now. That was good. It was a weird show, but it was good value. Dan Carter knows what I'm talking to. here. What other cartoons did people like back in the day? They don't make them like they used to. They still play it around 11, 12 at night. Might have to sort of see if it's on when I eventually wrap up this stream. I should play it in stream, but I'll probably get copyright struck for it if I did play it. Yeah, Rocco's Modern Life was good too. Old Heifer and Rocco, of course. Spunky. Who else? Was it Mr. Big? Definitely looks like Smile is going to be taking out this game. What sort of board have they ended on with their Sumo? Didn't Rocco work at a sex hotline? I believe he did. I believe he did. OG SpongeBob wasn't too bad either from around like the first 3 or 4 seasons. Then he got a bit too silly for me. You know what I mean? Like after the first movie, I think they were trying to be too funny. But before that, it was brilliant how it was done. Then turn 3, he decked me out, sold your board, and ended on a 6-card board. I don't even know what sort of cartoons would compete from today with like the classics. I just don't think they could. Yo, Sumo redeeming a Master Duel replay. That won't be too far away, Sumo, actually, like, but not too far away from the conclusion of the event. So we've got Laundry Dragon Maid activated now. So this is the last ditch play to get the Dragon Maid setup going. So Dragon Maid Welcome is going to activate its effect from the graveyard. Heavenly Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Yo, Wood Warrior, you mean the classics are classics for a reason? People don't remember all the bad ones. Well, what sort of ones did you watch back in the day, Wood Warrior? I'm glad to have you here. Oh, don't get me wrong, within like the 90s and 2000s, there were some horrible cartoons. Like some that I just questioned that were ever made. Most recent on 963584977. We do have another replay, I believe, at the moment. I think I've got that code all set up. I'll just have a look. Okay, that's all cool. So we'll analyze and we'll just see what the culprit is. Squid Billy's had a chuckle too, but what? What were some? Yeah, like I said, what were some of the bad cartoons from like the 90s and 2000s? Like, I'll be curious to see if I do agree. Like, I think people would bring up similar sort of stuff that sort of does match up. Aqua Team Hunger Force. Can't remember that one actually, Dan Carter. Robot Chicken was good, but got predictable quick. Yeah, I remember Robot Chicken. Yeah, that program was sort of something that I did watch for a wee while, and then sort of stopped watching it. Yeah, Aqua Team Hunger Force. I'm just trying to remember what that was all about. It was on C4 for maybe 2 months and never seen again. I remember C4 on New Zealand television. That was a good channel, that was. I watched like all the music countdowns when I got home from work every day. Like they had like the top 30 and sort of built down to it. Like when Drew Nemia was hosting it. That program. Can't think of what it was called. Talking Fries, Meatball, and Milkshake. Baxia, Brightness of the Yang, Zing. Like, but like, is there anything you guys would watch? And by the way, from today's regular programming. My neighbour cow is cool. They always use without permission. Okay, so this is going to 1-1. So we are going to have a round 3. So this tournament will continue a wee bit longer. Been a pretty long tournament, this one, ain't gonna lie. I might have to make some adjustments to this tournament if it does continue the trend of being a wee bit too long. We want to keep the tournaments within 4 hours. That's always my priority. So if we do tend to have long matches, I may do single elimination, possibly, but that would kind of take away from the event a wee bit as well. Your son got addicted to the Cuphead show on Netflix. Have you played the game? Is it similar, Cuphead, the game, to that one? Face down and set in the past. So yeah, Smile's definitely taking this to match 3 to try and defend his title. Well, will we have a new champion today? Their first ever entry into the tournament of any kind from the Zero Dave, and it's played quite well so far. Dragon Mates have done a very good job at sort of doing quite well. Totally Spies is still going. I knew, what was it? What's that program? The bunny with the glasses, Arthur. That program just wrapped up recently. I remember watching that as a kid, then it sort of, like, drifted off TV altogether. But found out years later he was still releasing, seasonal content. Then it sort of all ended. Yo, Sidosh, how's it going? Good to see you in stream, my friend. I'll give you a huge shout out. Hopefully all is well, my friend. How's the Pokemon speed running in that going? Oh, one person though, that reminds me, is Wurster still going? Some Pokemon Stadium runs there for a while. Is he still chugging along in that? No, he's not. He must have sort of lost it somewhere. That's a wee bit of a shame. Just thought I'd have a wee look. I was just curious. But you guys definitely check out Sidosh's stream. I love his streams when I'm able to get in. Plays a... Didn't hit a single optional, but had a couple execution errors which need to iron out. You'll get there, Sidosh, man. Like, I've got to get back to my speed running myself at some point. I've been slacking a wee bit on it, to be honest. I might do a bit of World Championship over the weekend, actually, just offline. See if I can get the world record in it. And then move to my next World Championship game. I've just poured a lot of time into this to get around this. That's pretty good. Like, you gotta consider how many people speedrun Pokemon and how many good runners there are out there. Like, top 20 is amazing, man. Like, I know you have a very good Pokemon Red/Blue time now as well. That's sort of really top echelon as well. What is the world record in Pokemon Red/Blue these days? It must be 1 hour 45 or something now. It's sort of really optimized. Is there any time save in that game? I know the Poke guy had it at one point, then sort of, I think a Japanese runner got it. Monk of the Tenai. Funny thing is, this is a true story, guys. Years and years ago, this is, he still streams to this day. His name's Kizaron. I watched him do a Pokemon Crystal run, and that's what got inspired me to get interested in speedrunning. And that's where Yu-Gi-Oh! Sort of found its place with Legacy of the Duels, and that's where I started speedrunning. My time isn't topish, but the execution was when it actively did red. And the world record is 1:45:05 by Hwang Bro. Pokeguy is still second. Do you reckon it could go under sub 1 hour 45, Sidosh, or do you reckon it's sort of just at the point now where it's not going to go any further down? Or if it can go further down, how far can it drop? For example, you've got the sort of the wee bit of expertise in that field. Not a bad start for Smile here too. Monk of the Tenai. Got the Tenai Spirit at there as well. Turn 2, not bad to have that set up. But yeah, it's not speedrun as much these days, that game. It's had its grand run. I'm guessing people will go back to it once new stuff and that's discovered. One person I haven't seen for a while is Gunner Maniac. Easily 144 is just a matter of time. An absolute god their own could get 143, but unless new strats are found, 143 seems to be the border. 2 minutes tops. You must watch a fair bit of it as well. So yeah, for me, it's amazing to watch anyway. Like, just the skill that people have to get those sort of times. If I was to speedrun Pokemon, I'd probably do it in 2 hours 40, 2 hours 50. I'd have a lot of deaths, but I would be able to get a run done because I've watched enough of it. I know I'd get a Nidoking and eventually get a decent enough one to do the run. I wouldn't do the strat probably right to get the optimized Nido. Like a lot of the Pokemon speedruns for those that don't know, guys, are sort of really optimized. If you ever plan to speedrun Pokemon Red or Blue or Gold or Silver, just hit me up. We'll do our Psyduck. Missing no percentage. One of my favourite runs of all time, actually, just speaking of it, was when Shenanigans Psyduck did a run for the Catch Them All for Red or Blue. It was that speed games done quick, or games done quick around 2015 or something. It was really enjoyable. That's when I watched like all the events and all that. But yeah, for the start off, I had to get a lot more of my Yu-Gi-Oh speedruns done first. Want to break a lot more records in that game. Catch 'em All was actually the first run you ever learned. My ultimate objective with Yu-Gi-Oh though is to get more people running the game. That's what I really want to happen. I was intending to sort of like host the Tag Force invitation speed race or something, give people the strats to see how fast they complete the game. Like give them the passwords to build like the Zane deck and complete the game as quickly as possible. So we got the Kaiju from the Zero Dave. So we've got Laundry Dragon Maid entering in. This is a crucial turn for the Zero Dave too, you'd think, just with how Smile has got a lot of monsters resource on the field. You have the 0% record for Pokemon at 0 seconds. I know, Simo, that they have a run in Pokemon Yellow where I believe if you do it right, you complete the game in less than a minute of in-game time. I didn't know that about you, Simo. That's pretty cool to have that achievement. You have to unlock Mew from under the truck world record. It was a joke. I had a funny feeling you were Simo. I didn't he caught on. You mean I will when I finally get him from under the truck? How easy do you reckon it would be to get him under the truck? Haven't touched a Pokemon game ever. Have you watched the Pokemon series, Simo? For me, I preferred the first 5 or so seasons of Pokemon. Then it sort of changed companies, and then it just wasn't the same for me after that. I don't like the animation for Pokemon too much anymore. I don't like how Ash has sort of changed to like different animation. I kind of understand because the company sort of changed, but just didn't really catch on for me. Dragon Maid Tinkick. 4,700 points, so Smile down to 3,300 now. So the Dragon Maid's going to do a really big amount of damage here. You've watched it a little bit with your brother. Like, the real original ones are probably the best ones. Ash become a champion, no one cared. I think the reason why that is, Dan Carter, is because they left it far too long. Like, he should have been a champion a long, long time ago. Like, it's just insane how long they left him without winning. Because he had some good teams over the regions over the years, and he just didn't win. Like, go as Spirit. It reminds me of how you casually play as a kid, gotta catch them all. I like the fact that they are trying to go in a different direction, like having sort of a new character take over Ash to an extent. Oh, definitely. I definitely agree with that. I just don't know what they were thinking there. Like he won a league that also he didn't have a really great team or anything. That's why I think no one really cared. I would absolutely love if Mystery Mitri was in the chat. He would sort of be contributing quite a bit here because he watches a bit of the series himself. It's always going to be popular anyway, Pokemon, regardless. It's just a huge franchise. Like, whenever they release a new Pokemon game, a lot of people are going to be talking about it, buying it, and... Like, I still think the journey of Pokemon games is continuously going to evolve. Yo, Silver, how's the final looking? It's 1-1 at the moment, with the Zero Dave on the brink of a victory. Unless the Ten Eyes can make some sort of comeback, this is looking like the Zero Dave may be the new budget deck champion. Mark of the Ten Eye. Favorite battle was Ash versus Junior in the Indigo League, that damn Bout Sprout. Yeah, of course, that Bout Sprout, wasn't it, Ash had like 3 Pokemon to her 1 and the Bout Sprout nearly won it, for her? The Heavenly Spears is going to activate its effect, sending itself away. Turning that back. I just couldn't see how Bout Sprout would have survived there. Your favorite Pokemon, guys, if you did watch that series, like, it's good to watch that. I don't even know what my favorite Pokemon would be. It would be an OG Pokemon, I dare say it. I probably have mentioned different Pokemon over the years that I have liked. I'll tell you what, if you do like the theme song, guys, I do like the Jonathan Young version with the original singer of the first ever Pokemon song. And Jonathan Young actually has a Pokemon album. Like, it's sort of heavy metal. Pretty well done, actually. And old, is it Jason Page has that old thing with the tie that sort of floats. Looks really cool. And we have a winner, guys. The Zero Dave is your champion, or Dave Hero. GG, Dave. You do win a gifted sub to the channel. Awesome to see. You do so well there. So we'll just wait for that to go through. Dave picking up a very nice win. And now we've got the Simo replay now.